Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. So yesterday I challenged you guys with the rewind challenge to love something about a layout that you made long ago. This was the layout that I made long ago. Let me pull it out for you guys. If you missed yesterday's video, it is a photorealistic paper, black accents, frames, a vertical title, white journaling, and punched out items. So I decided that there were going to be aspects of this layout that I loved, and I am going to kind of update it for my style now. So this is photorealistic paper. You might not think so at first glance, but this is a sunset of the sky. So I'm going to use that. I have a frame here, so a little bit different kind of frames. These are cardstock frames, and this is a chipboard frame, but still a frame. I'm going to use black as an accent. I even have a punch. I pulled out my airplane punch, and then I will also incorporate a vertical title. Just not exactly sure what I'm going to use for that yet, so I haven't pulled that out. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I have trimmed down that photorealistic sunset paper to 11.5 by 11.5, and I am going to mat it on this black cardstock. I also am just going to go ahead and take my photo and plop it into the frame. I'm not doing anything special with it. The photo is literally living inside of the frame. It does take me a second to get it lined up because the actual inside of the frame is almost exactly 4 by 6. So I guess it's a good thing I didn't cut down this photo. And there's a little bit of luggage and that little flowery thing that says pack your bags that I can put some adhesive down on so that it sticks down. I did cut a 5 by 7 sheet of black cardstock because the frame is basically 5 by 7, and I offset it. That way I could have that same kind of black accent color the way I did on my original layout. Now I am punching out airplanes. In the original layout, I punched out a bunch of leaves. This time I'm punching airplanes, and I am punching them just out of straight cardstock like I did in my original layout way back in the day, probably over 20 years ago now. So I am just going to put these airplanes up in the sky because, you know, airplanes belong in the sky. And then I am going to make my vertical title. Now, for the vertical title in my original layout, if you guys remember, read from top to bottom. This layout is going to read from bottom to top, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay that I'm not making my original vertical text like it's different. It's fine, guys. It's fine. I also grab a couple of tiny letter stickers so that my official title is Hello Big Sky. Now, I absolutely love taking a photograph out of an airplane where you have the wing of the airplane in the photograph, and then you have whatever you're taking a picture of, whether it's the sky, the horizon line, whatever you're taking a picture of, just that wing on it. It makes a nice photo, you guys. Like, it's one of my favorite things. So I'm always excited when I am close to the wing so that I can stick my phone up to the airplane window and take this picture. I have 11 bajillion. That is an official scrapbooking number. I have 11 bajillion photos like this, and I scrapbook them all because I love them so much. Will future generations need to see airplane wings and sky photos and scrapbook layouts all the time for every single time I fly? Probably not. Do I care? Not one bit, because this makes me happy. There is a lot of talk right now around the internet that I have seen recently where everyone's like, you know, I am only scrapbooking a couple of photos that have meaning and will be part of the story for future generations. You know what? I don't care. I don't care if future generations get this story. It doesn't matter because my scrapbooks are for me. That's the selfish part of me coming out, and I'm fine with it. My family's fine with it. It's what I enjoy. It's my hobby. I love the creative process. I love making my pictures pretty. I love playing with the paper. So that's what I'm doing. And I've kind of always had that attitude, so even with that layout that I used for the rewind challenge, I was doing it for me and having fun with it. So I'm still doing it for me and having fun with it. I am taking a minute to write the journaling. I think I'm talking to my husband while I'm writing down the journaling, so it is taking a hot minute. Now, I'm not sure if you can tell, but that banner that I put up at the top of the layout is actually blue cardstock. It's much more similar in color to that suitcase down on the frame than it's coming across in the video, but I promise it's more similar in color. So there it is, you guys. I cannot wait to see what you come up with for your rewind challenge. I will go post in the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group, so make sure you join. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again real soon for another video.